What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another Love in Paradise, the Caribbean. Another spin-off of 90 Day Fiancé. But hey, this is episode 7 of season 2. So without no further ado, let's begin by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a subscriber, and every single person that is a member or patron. Did that backwards, but hey, with that being said, today's goal is 300 likes and more. Come on, 300 likes and more. Let's get it going. Like the video. With that being said, let's get crack-a-lacking.
Is everything okay with you and Ariana?
Well, we've been having some good days, but I don't know what she's telling her mom, so, I don't know what to expect.
I would like to see SHERLON getting married at some point in his life and settle down, raise his child. It's my wish, but it's up to them.
I see him coming, mommy. I wonder if the baby's sleeping.
Hello?
SHERLON's got a right nerve talking about, hey, yeah, so I don't know what she's telling so-and-so. The way he's not telling his own mother the truth. Listen, the only reason why he's worried about Ariana and what she's telling her mother is because your son has been a playboy and always will be. And to be honest with you, your hopes and dreams of him ever getting married, it's probably likely, but for him to actually keep a woman happy, unlikely, because he doesn't know how to be loyal. It's in his genetics, you see, being unloyal. That's what he basically said this whole season, that it is within his genetics. That's how I read it.
Hi.
You need help there? Or you got it?
Earlier today, I filled my mom in that SHERLON has been sleeping around for the last year, and she was not pleased to hear that.
Hello, nice. I'm Karen. Very nice to meet
Joan.
you. Joan, very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I know, it's so good to see you in person.
so I am very anxious as to how this dinner is going to go.
Oh my God, and the little man over there. Oh my God, he's so super cute.
Mr. SHERLON, seeing your son for the first time, has it been pretty emotional for you? Or?
Can I tell you, my love for him has only gotten stronger seeing him.
But what about Ariana?
Eh?
Is everything okay with you and Miss Skyer?
I would say if it's okay, it's just okay. I think, things could always be better, right?
Definitely.
But I think we're working on it.
Working on it?
It
What?
We're working on us, ma'am. We're working on us.
Okay.
He came here so quick, whoop. It happened fast. So it's not like we have a strong relationship background.
I get what you're saying, but the
Expose him! Hurry up, stop wasting time! Just tell his mom how he's been mistreating your daughter, okay? Come on, what's wrong with you? Get into the nitty and gritty, that's what I'm here for.
choices you two made doesn't give you that opportunity like a normal couple would.
That's right.
You now both have a responsibility that's a big deal.
I agree.
Because I don't think you really understand just how difficult this is for her on her own.
I know Miss Karen is not my biggest fan, but I wasn't expecting her to come in this hot, especially in front of my mom.
There are times I come home from work and she is in the shower crying because she's had a rough day with Odin. She doesn't have anybody she can turn to.
I call her every day. I try to call her every day, sometimes 2 times a day.
But you never ask about me. You talk about you, and you talk about, and you never ask about me.
So you don't open up, you don't say nothing to him?
If I try to bring certain things up to him, it's just if he doesn't like it, it's just then I won't hear from him for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
All right, I tell her all the time that I appreciate her, but sometimes this sad stuff, and I will put her off because it makes me feel guilty.
But is that fair?
Hearing how SHERLON is not doing the right thing by supporting her emotionally, I'm shocked.
Mama SHERLON, you don't know the half of it. SHERLON's talking about how Karen's going in a bit too tough on him. Bro, she's going soft right now because she hasn't even exposed you to your mother yet. Please tell his mama. Tell her that he's been an unloyal mofo and he needs a good spanking. Yeah, man, Caribbean style. I do not condone any violence. Yes.
I didn't grow him up that way. SHERLON, I'm gonna say my 2 cents. Get yourself together. Yes, you will call for your baby and talk to him or whatever. But you got to talk to her too. You have to take life serious right now.
Yes, mommy.
Ariana, it don't matter what it is, say how you truly feel and what you truly want. Be honest.
It's just when I first met you, you were so so like nice and like loving and caring to me, and like I really looked at you like, okay, like this is somebody I could really be with. And then literally as soon as I was
process that she can't even look him in the eye because she's that emotional with him. Can't even give him the eye contact. The way Charlotte's mom hasn't picked up on that there's more to the story is interesting. But then again, she's like, listen, just tell me all of it, honey. Just tell me all of it. And I can put my son in his place. Ah!
was pregnant. You changed completely. You misled me in a lot of ways. You literally like got what you wanted from me. You had a son where I'm there doing all the hard work by myself. But it's like my feelings go out the window.
All right, ladies. This conversation is making my head hurt.
Literally, Ariana just said each time I bring up a conversation that he doesn't want, he finds a way to shrug it off. And what does he do? This conversation is making my head hurt. Sorry, mate. This isn't about you, buddy. This is about your behavior. So you gotta hear it whether your head hurts or not. Hey, listen, his mom should give him a little at the back, you know what I'm saying? I did not call any violence, but yeah, just give him, boy.
Every time we bring up something difficult like this, you say your head hurts and you don't want to continue.
All right, talk about it.
No, is that
Talk about
I
what's on your
don't-
mind. Just keep it real. You gotta do the right thing. I'm serious.
No, it's 3 against 1. Even my own mother is against me on this one. So I cannot be on the bush no more. I have to be honest and tell her the truth.
Go ahead, sir.
Why is it always got to do a pause when why is it always got to cut the scene when it gets nitty and gritty, man? Come on now. Don't mess about with me. Anyway, man. Let's continue. Momentum was so good. I was waiting for the tea. And I was disappointed. But yeah, let's continue.
Because you're fabulous. My friend Ashton has been living with us for a week now, and although Daniel's not happy, no. After being at work all day and having to come home to just Daniel, he's usually miserable. So I do like having Ashton here so I can laugh and just let loose.
I can do no, not a handstand, a headstand.
Oh, I wonder why Daniel's unhappy. I wonder why. This Amber chick right here, she's a problem. The way, if you've been watching the season so far, you know exactly why Daniel's unhappy. And the way she has the audacity to talk about how he's not happy, as if she has nothing to do with that.
And you know this is gonna happen.
Nope.
Right now, my wife is out there with her friend. I'm here in the room alone. And I would like she will be here with me, snuggle me, I don't know, doing something, but she's not. She's just out there getting drunk.
We need a pool. Yeah, we can swim around and be drinking in the pool.
In the pool.
Because right now I wish
In
we
the pool.
I'm so frustrated and disappointed. I want to say something, but the last time I said something about the house, Amber defends Ashton instead of me. I just want my wife to consider my feelings. That's all I want.
How about like we make a cat parade? Cat parade.
Cat
Is
parade.
it right?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think you should reconsider calling her your wife. I think you should reconsider even having her as your wife and moving forward. I think it's time to pack your bags and go back home, because this woman right here is making you miserable. And sooner or later, you're probably gonna fall into depression. Trust me, I know. Save yourself the mental health. Get up and go, because this human being is being far ridiculously unreasonable. Anyway, let's continue.
¿Y cuándo crees tú que yo pueda ir a Estados Unidos? No, hasta que no tenga permiso de trabajo no puedo hacer nada por el momento, no puedo producir. I always want to bring my brother here to the United States, but I have to sponsor a visa. And for that, I need a green card, and I don't even have my work permit yet. So it's...
Man, I hope when he gets that green card, he ups and leaves her and he says to her, listen, I loved you, but now I got the green card, I'm bouncing because you don't love me. You ain't nothing but a... But yeah, man, I see bro wants to come to the States as well. So obviously obviously once he gets his green card, he's looking to sponsor his brothers and come over. That's fine, man. I feel like, do you know what though? He should sponsor his brother to come over, and then when his brother comes, he should then get his brother to move into the house as well. And then he can be like, well, I'm paying the bills now. And because I pay the bills, I can also have who I want to stay here with us as well. The controversy. Just imagine once he gets the bill, she's gonna be like, yay! And once he gets a job, she's gonna be like, yay! Then he's gonna be like, yeah, now my brother's gonna come live with us because I pay bills. So now I have a stand in this house for once. Love to see how that conversation would go down though. Hey. Anyway, let's continue.
Estoy un poco preocupado de que no vaya a estar feliz aquí, ¿sí me entiendes?
Todo este tiempo, o sea, ¿qué has pensado en eso? ¿No has pensado en regresarte a Costa Rica?
Yo que sí, pero vamos a ver.
Hombre, cualquier cosa que necesites.
Si necesitas algo me llama, o sea, aquí también estamos para ti.
You know I'm here for you too. God damn. Okay, the plot thickens now. But the fact is this though, as contradictory as this is going to be, and as what I'm about to say is going to be quite contradictory to a lot of times I say things, and it's going to be quite unfair, but here's the thing, I don't really care, because you see, this is an exception. End of the day, as far as I'm concerned, since he's been there, he has tried to be as helpful as possible. You know, even though he can't work, he has tried to be a handyman because that's something that he can do, and he's been denied time and time again. He has tried to spend time with his woman by themselves, and that's something that he's been denied time and time again. He's tried to actually, you know, have an actual genuine relationship that they had back in Costa Rica, which has been denied again. So at the end of the day, even if he had a secondary reason of marrying her, and that was to get his brother to the States, the fact is, at least it was evident that his primary reason, or one of his top reasons, was to still actually, you know, be a husband. Meanwhile, she's been a complete jerk off. So, yeah, to be honest with you, my brother, stay strong. Stay strong for your brother, yes. But at the same time, though, it's clear that it's not necessarily a priority for him to get a green card just so his brother can come to the States, because his brother did say to him, why don't you return to Costa Rica? You know, which obviously shows that there isn't like a sole motivation just for the green card. You know what I mean? There was an actual genuine like for Amber, you know, and he obviously generally wants to be helpful, but she is just being an absolute. She's being an absolute. See you next Tuesday. If you know, you know. Nonetheless, let's continue. Poor Daniel, man. I really feel for him. I really do. Yeah.
In our relationship, I think we just gonna keep growing far apart. Where's all this with?
Yours? You did not shut the tree bag, and it fell out the cupboard.
Amber, let's go to the room.
I don't wanna.
At least come to talk to me. Your
I don't
husband.
wanna.
Amber, just let's go to the room. This is the thing I was worried about. Because now you're there, like, you're not you feeling like...
Have fun, please.
Is that
We used to have fun in Costa Rica. What changed?
You change.
I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know my identity. I don't know where I'm headed. Like, I feel lost.
You feel lost? What do you think? You're just getting drugs when
For 2 seconds, I'm allowed to forget, Daniel.
to forget why?
Forget this hot mess. This is a hot mess. Do you know how hard this is? You're not working full time. You're not the driver for everything. You're not the mother. You're not the teacher. You're not the translator. You're not the secretary. You're not making sure we lose all of our money.
Amber, you knew it. This is the beginning.
No one
You
told
knew
me
it.
this.
You knew
No
it.
one told me this.
Whoa, you knew
Nobody
it.
told me this, Daniel. Nobody told me this. So give me a break.
No, you give me a break.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Please give me a break.
Amber, this keep happening. You and me, we won't be too much longer together if this keep happening.
Mandem had to lay down the smackdown and let her know what's good. If this keeps happening, then hey man, we may not be together anymore. And you know what? I'm happy he did that. You know, it's very clear he did that. But the fact is though, like you said before, she knew this since the beginning. At the end of the day, before they even moved to the States, right, and he came over, she's the one that decided to use her savings to buy a house. Okay? She's the one that decided to get a mortgage of a home that she couldn't afford, and therefore had to have one friend come stay over, and then now another friend come stay over. At the end of the day, she's the one that put herself in this position, and she's talking about how hard it is. I'm not saying it's not hard, but the fact is though, you did this on your own accord. No one asked you to buy a 3-bed house or whatever, or however big it is. There was no rush for that. They could have maybe just rented or bought a smaller place until at least his green card came. But no. She's put herself in a whole heap of madness, and now she wants to just be drinking with her friend, acting all messy, being absolutely disrespectful to her partner. the entitlement of this person. Anyway, let's continue.
Rodney asked to meet up today because he has some more questions for me. And I want to make sure that he understands that I never meant to mislead anyone.
So what happened last night after we left? It seemed like you guys wasn't in a good spot.
Gabby said that I lied to her. Now our relationship is still unsafe, you know?
And see, I feel bad because I thought when you guys realized he wasn't coming, I thought that y'all had communicated. I'd like to apologize for bringing it up.
No, don't apologize. It was my fault. I was the person who doesn't tell the things, you know? Once I found out Frankie doesn't come in, I knew that at some point I need to tell Gabby the truth. I love her too much to keep all these secrets from her. I just needed to build up the courage, but ran out of time when Rodney tells Gabby the plans of Frankie.
If you loved her too much, then you wouldn't have never lied to her in the first place. Case closed. People that use that line, I love you too much. Girl, bye.
She feels like I'm gonna leave her here in Mexico and I go only searching for my own love with Frankie. And I explained it that the first plan was that Frankie came and proposed to me and get married in the United States. And after that, I'm gonna search the way to bring Gabby with me. But she doesn't understand so clearly.
My understanding.
This isn't about her not understanding, you moron. This is about the fact that you went behind her back. You made a whole plan without even consulting your wife of 10 freaking years. Duh. She didn't know that you was having extra messages with Frankie, and she didn't know that Frankie was planning to propose to you, and she didn't know that you was then going to allegedly then use the marriage to then bring her over. The issue is that you did not communicate. How is she supposed to trust you? And you talk about, I love her too. This girl's a scammer, man. Scammer. Abby.
Was Frankie was exclusively with you. Even when he went to go buy the ring, he was only focused about you and him. He never mentioned to me about bringing Gabby back.
When we talked for the first time about the marriage, he said that he will search the way to bring Gabby with me.
There's no way you can bring two girls back to the United States. There's no way. It's impossible to bring two women back to the United States.
Nah, brother, you're missing the point. This is what she was going to do. She was basically going to marry him, and then once she married him, she was then going to wait for a green card. And then once she would have got a green card, she would have then sponsored Gabby. Now, I'm not saying that would have worked, but that's probably what she had in her head. Simple as that. And that's why... And you know what? If anything, it's a good point though that you can't bring two women to the States. But she probably knew that. She was like, "Yeah, I'll just get him to marry me, and then I'll just sponsor my wife." But again, though, this would have gone completely so much more better if she had just told Gabby in the first place about her plans, rather than there being a sly, sneaky little thing. Because therefore, Gabby would have been like, "Okay, let's use him then." Because that's clearly it. Whether she loves Frankie or not, she was still planning on using him regardless, unless she wasn't planning on using him to bring Gabby there, and she generally was never going to bring Gabby there. She's just saying it to save herself. But then again, though, she's been saying this way before Gabby even knew. So that's why it was definitely a part of the plan. And the plan has now flopped because you was a muppet. Anyway, let's continue.
United States. I'm not sure if Gabby knew that or if she was trying to mislead Frankie. I'm still unclear about that. But I felt like it was some secrets there. And that makes me skeptical about 10 years. What makes you think she's going to be honest with you? So one of the concerns that I had was, were you taking advantage of the opportunity to try to come to the United States? Was it a financial gain? I mean, that was just something because I was just like, it was too soon.
It's a possibility, I know.
It was happening too fast.
Yeah. I never asked him for money. But he said, maybe if you came here to the United States, we can be together and you can have more opportunity. And we'll be happy.
So that connection was real.
Yeah. But he broke my heart, and he didn't care. I only went to be with Frankie because I thought that we were in love. I was always honest with him. If anyone was a liar, it's Frankie. He didn't tell Rodney we are talking about bringing David with us, and he makes me believe that it was possible the three of us we can live together in the U.S.
Even though he doesn't want to hurt you guys or come between you two, he still should explain, like, hey, I don't want to do this because this, and that.
I really appreciate your honesty and your love for us.
Yeah.
But right now, I think that I feel like I can lose Gabby. I hope she forgives me. But I don't want to be the bad guy.
it's best to be transparent and upfront. The relationship will be better. It just works for the best when you're upfront and honest.
I really love Gabby, and I don't know what I was thinking. Risking everything for a man I only met for 5 days. I'm so afraid that I've destroyed everything and might lose her.
She sure does love feeling sorry for herself, doesn't she? Pathetic. 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 Pathetic!
I have hope in my soul that you maybe one day could be, bottom. Oh, maybe one day he's so funny. Since Carlos and I both identify as tops, we've been enjoying sex without penetration ever since I arrived in Colombia. But I know Carlos has been hoping that I will be versed, which means being open to doing a combination of top and bottom. But that just ain't me. As a polyamorous person, my solution is to introduce a third person into the relationship that identifies as a bottom. I just have to get Carlos on board with the idea. Did you ever think you'd fall for somebody that was polyamorous, or did you even know what polyamory was before you met me? Actually, the first time I heard the polyamorous word was with you. I know we talked about bringing a third person, and I'm ready now. I need for you to feel more confident that we can handle something like that, I know you have the capacity to love, different person at the same time. And I think that we need time to understand better each other. And I don't feel that either person should be here. I understand Carlos's hesitation with polyamory. And I agree considering how much Carlos and I have been fighting since I arrived. Maybe we do need more time as a couple before we venture out and consider adding a third person into this relationship. How about it's been 2 or 3 years, and after 3 years or so, go from there.
There is stupidity, then there is stupidity, and then there is stupidity. 3 what? 3, huh? Maybe we wait and spend time for 3 years and then... Well, so what happens if Carlos doesn't want to add a third person after the 3 years? The fact is you're both 2 tops. So clearly that's a clash. And clearly that's not going to work long term. And one of you, aka Valentine, is going to probably end up stepping out and doing funkiness with somebody else. So it's a no-brainer that you're not compatible in all areas. So maybe you just need to part ways, because Carlos is never going to change his mind about adding a third person into the relationship. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, as a straight man, each time I hear this guy talk about we need a bottom, makes my ass twinge. Just like, hey, damn, man, no, man. It's so funny because I saw the post on Reddit a few weeks back when Valentine was trying to mention the whole bringing the third person. Somebody made a post and someone said, so basically these two are looking for someone to basically be the only person receiving it from the backside. Unless that mofo's a-hole has got durability, I feel sorry for that a-hole, but there'll be a lot of blood. I can't even imagine. That's gonna be an overdose of lube. They're gonna have that Amazon thing. You know when you order something on Amazon, you can have it on subscription, so it comes every month. Nah, then we have lube coming every week. Man, I feel sorry for that guy, man. Woo! The sawdust, man, back to back. He's got two big dudes just pumping him on the back, you know. Oh shit, I can put a pain in my own arsehole right now. What's going on? wait. Yeah, I feel sorry. The fact is, we know Valentine's one horny mofo. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine that Carlos is probably the same. So just imagine the whole day back to back. Maybe it's your turn. Can I please have a break? Can I? No. You signed up for 2 of us, okay? I've done my turn. It's got to be his turn. Okay. Oh man, gay 3-ways must be a madness if only one of them is a bottom. Pig times, man. R.I.P. to your bumhole, bruv. Going to the toilet will never be the same. Anyway, let's just continue. The fact is, these two shouldn't be together, because at the end of the day, one was I feel sorry for that third person, and 2, at the end of the day, compatibility long term is not gonna work. I think short term it's gonna work, but long term, sooner or later, one of them's gonna want to go out there and find someone else, or one's gonna have to submit. And it seems to me that neither one of them are ever gonna submit to receiving it. So Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Perfect to me. All right. I was hoping that Valentine will become bottom, but right now he's really good at other things, and I feel completely satisfied without penetration. The benefits to wait 2 or 3 years to be polyamorous in this relationship are that we're a person. 3 years, yes. Thank you. Yeah. I do really appreciate it because I know that it's hard for you.
I'm willing to make this compromise for Carlos because I love him. And I have to trust that Carlos will stick to this agreement and that we can revisit the idea of polyamory in 2 to 3 years. But if Carlos can't accept polyamory and totally shuts it down altogether and says he's not willing to do it, it could be the end of our relationship. I think, it would almost be inevitable.
Which is why you should end your relationship now. You're gonna waste 2 to 3 years for him to say, no, I'm not ready still. Carlos is stubborn. He's never gonna change his mind. Get that through your thick skull, and Valentine. That's it. Just be on your way. Both of you part ways and go find someone who's gonna be a bottom. That's it. Be with someone who's gonna be a bottom. Simple as that. Both wasting your own goddamn time. But anyway, let's continue.
¿Realmente te ibas a ir? En un momento dado ya casarnos allá y yo empezar a hacer los trámites completos y poderte llevar conmigo y estar allá los tres.
Me tenías incluida en tus planes, pero no me los comentaste.
Pero fue todo muy confuso y fue todo muy rápido. Muy rápido.
Me siento realmente estúpida por no haberme dado cuenta. Yo quiero saber si lo amas más que a mí.
That is one hell of a conversation right now. I just find it more interesting and more funny that Abby thinks that her actions are actually okay. She actually thinks explaining the situation is actually going to be okay. Imagine being married to someone and they're leaving you out of their own secret plans. Put yourself in that position, Abby, and then you might actually know how your woman actually feels. This is ridiculous, man. This is like child's play. Teenage behavior.
En el momento en el que tomé la decisión sentía la misma intensidad por él que por ti.
¿Así se ganó tu corazón así de rápido?
Tú lo conociste. I really did feel equal love for Frankie and Gabby, and I don't regret it. But I know I should include Gus in the plan from the beginning. Que mi amor por ti es más fuerte.
Pues sí, porque ahora ya no estás con él.
No es por eso, no es por eso. Prefiero estar contigo.
Abby y yo hemos estado juntas por 10 años y ahora me dice que ella ama de igual manera que a mí a un hombre con el que solamente convivimos 5 días. Pues no hay ninguna garantía de que Abby me fuera a llevar con Frankie después de casados. No puedo evitar pensar que Abby solamente está tratando de salvar nuestra relación por el motivo que Frankie no vino.
Hold on a minute. Wait. But if Abby and Gabby are married, then how was Abby meant to get married to Frankie then? I'm sure they're married, aren't they? They're married for 10 years, aren't they not? Or they've just been together for 10 years? I'm sure in the first episodes they said they were married for 10 years. Maybe they've just been together for 10 years then, because otherwise the marriage would have never happened. Just processing that. And also the audacity to tell your wife, to tell your woman, to tell her that you was in love with Frankie as much as you was in love with her, even though you've been with her for 10 plus years, and Frankie has been nowhere near that. That is a stab in the heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's true or not, that must hurt. That must hurt. Forget logic. That's gonna hurt anyone regardless. You might as well just tell me that you're bored of me. You might as well just tell me that your love for me just stopped at a certain stage and now you need someone else to kind of just add in a little bit more love. I don't know, man, but either way, it's insulting regardless. Yikes.
Go ahead, sir.
I take full ownership of misleading you, Ariana. Everything that you said, yes, it's true. I get what I want in terms of, sexual stuff. I get what I want. Sometimes I lose interest. When we just met, it was all fun. That was it for me. And I didn't take it as seriously as Ariana. In the beginning, I charmed Ariana to think that I wanted a serious relationship. And I didn't really mean it. But when she got pregnant, it got complicated, and I couldn't just run away like I normally do. Get pregnant now, it's like we are tied because
Man just said I couldn't run away like I normally do. Now obviously that must mean, it could mean anything. It could mean that normally when there's a woman, no, it doesn't. No, hold on a minute. It can only mean one thing. He said when she got pregnant, it got complicated, I couldn't run away like I normally do. Yeah, which would mean that maybe in other situations where women don't get pregnant, he can easily run away. But it could also still mean, though, that he has got other women pregnant and he's run away from them as well. And he's got a little SHERLONs all around the freaking world. Oh, the conspiracies behind that statement. I couldn't run away like I normally do because, well, this time she's got a kid, others didn't. Or she's got a kid and I've got kids elsewhere, but I finally want to step up because I'm going to be in a TV show. I don't know.
I wouldn't have got into this situation with you if I had any doubts about what kind of person you were. You presented yourself in a way to me that it was just, for a long time now, I've suspected that SHERLON has misled me from the start. How do you say you love someone and want to
but yet you continue to still beg for his attention? Stop being pathetic. Don't be telling us that you suspected this, suspected that, and you wait until you flew all the way to Jamaica just to find. No. Don't give me none of this nonsense. No. I don't like when people do that. When they go, to be fair, I did suspect. Well, if you suspected, then why didn't you act on it? You wait until the damage was done to yourself. You allowed yourself to go through all of this madness, even though you suspected it. Man, yes, I don't like that energy, man. But let's continue.
share a life with them and then completely shut down once they've had your baby? But anytime we've talked about it, he would change the subject. The truth stings, but I finally got it out of him.
Well, guess what? You need to stop going around and messing with people's daughters.
Right, because, you know, this conversation right now, you know what I feel like? I feel like, you know, I want the best for my daughter, and I want someone, and I don't, right now from hearing you, I don't think that you might be the one, because you are too into how you feel to open up to anybody else, and she deserves better than that. That's all there is to it. She deserves better. She deserves someone that's going to cherish her and love her.
Cherish her and nourish her, because I want a man in my life that would take care of me. To see Ariana get emotional, I get emotional too, because I feel her pain, and I feel for her. Because I would not want anybody to treat me the way that he is treating Ariana.
As hard as a conversation will be, if you truly do not feel that there's any chance of any type of relationship between you two, then she needs to move on. And if you really are a good person, you will realize that, and you will give her that opportunity if that's how you truly feel in your heart. Don't dance around that one.
Yes. Hold on, can I ask a question, sir? When are you going to settle down? When you're 50? Are you scared of being loved?
It's not afraid of being loved, man. It's about being afraid of making myself vulnerable. Do you know why? When I was in the 10th grade, right? I had this little girlfriend from school days. I just generally love her. But then her own family member told me that SHERLON, she's cheating on you. That made my heart cold. And you know, from that day, I put a wall up around my heart.
This guy's full of such freaking nonsense, man. 10th grade. How old are you when you're in 10th grade? What is it? 14, 15? I don't know. Man, he's like in his 30s now, late 30s, and he's talking about how he's kept something for over 20 plus years, give or take. Has a reason why he's got a cold heart. Boy, bye. What kind of nonsense is this? This guy just loves talking for the sake of talking. Just be quiet at this point. You're digging yourself a hole. Bumbleclad to this fucking
I mean, at this point, I'm like, bro, like, you're a 36-year-old man. That was like 20 years ago. Like, I had my heart broke at 16 too. You should have laid to rest a long time ago.
Everybody's had a bad heartbreak in their life, but you don't shut down your life forever. That's not healthy.
I just have to fix my trust issues and commitment issues.
Nah, everybody's been through a heartbreak in their life, but it doesn't mean you continue to break other people's hearts. This guy thinks it's been okay for him to move 20 plus years of him doing a ruckus to females, using them, breaking some of their hearts, getting them pregnant, then still treating them like absolute cack. Nah. If you got a broken heart and you've got a should around you, well, so be it, but don't be inflicting it on other people. Do you know what I mean? Just because you had a broken heart doesn't mean you should be doing the same thing to other people. You're 36 years of age, you waste man. Idiot.
I got to work on me.
But do you have a plan to fix yourself? Because you can't just say that, I'm going to fix myself.
If I have to see a psychiatrist to fix myself, I will. If that's what it takes.
Do you think you could have a relationship, like a serious relationship with Ariana, not dancing around anything?
Mom, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Ariana needs to bounce. It doesn't matter whether he can fix himself or not. She needs to bounce and go find someone else. He's disrespected way too much. You're worth more than that. You can't stay with someone just because they finally decided to change their mind after this whole time. No. Bond this waste man. Go and get someone else. He's an idiot.
We are working on us. Because again, I don't want her to keep
Waiting on you?
waiting on me because it's unfair to her.
If SHERLON does not follow through on his promises making about changing, I would be very disappointed in him, but I'm also probably not going to be too surprised. I just don't think he's right for her. Not at all. Your mom and I have told you all what we feel like, and at this point, it's you two. You've got to work this out. I'm more than willing to watch out so you guys can have some time together, because by the end of this trip, you guys need to decide what's going to go on.
Here I have this beautiful girl that wants to be.
He's so lucky that Ariana's mother is being so open-minded. The fact that she's even saying that I can look after and you can do, boy, man, that's a golden mom. You know what though? For me myself in particular, you know, that's the kind of mother that I want my woman to have. You know what I mean? One of them ones. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. To think her name's Karen as well. She's definitely the exception, isn't she? Now the Karens.
With me and a son who deserves his father in his life. It would be selfish of me not to try to make it work, but it's something I've never done in my life, so I would just have to try harder to not fall back and go back to my dirty ways.
We say our piece. We can't make you do anything, so it's up to you.
It's up to you.
Choose wisely.
Next time on Love in Paradise.
Well, that is this week's episode done and dusted. Yes, come on now. I mean, listen, good episode, very good episode. Definitely, I wanted to see SHERLON get confronted. You know what I mean? And it's about time. And I like the fact that his mum was there too, and his mum wasn't trying to sugarcoat him or protect him. She was put him on blast as well, which is fantastic, because at the end of the day, whether it's your child or not, if you know your child is misbehaving, you should put them on blast with whoever else is doing it. And to be fair as well, I'm gonna give credit to the ladies because they done this in a very respectful way as well. There was no lashing out, there was no even though I would have enjoyed to watch it, I do respect the way they did it, because they did it in a way where he still felt cornered and he still had to man up and actually say the truth rather than be like, oh, my head hurts. Or as they say, dancing around the question. So shout out to the ladies in that scene, man. They definitely done a good freaking job by getting this waste man flipping put in his place. But nonetheless, though, you guys let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget to subscribe, like, 300 likes a day. Remember, 300 likes. Come on now. And don't forget to join the channel or Patreon. Peace.